Here we go. Short little quarter-mile walk from where Miss Lori dropped me off. This looks just like our bridges back home. Had a good breakfast at the Bluebell Cafe. Real good time meeting Miss Lori. Wonderful lady. So it's right at 8 o'clock and I'm heading back to her place. So 17 miles total. Maybe an extra mile or so in and out of the shelter tonight. So check in later. Didn't take long to get out of breath. Hadn't been, well, 0.7 from my drop-off point. Little minor little hill there is all it was. But this is the first view of the day. The sun's trying to come out. It was real foggy when we started. Looks like I'm at Mayfield Point. That's Ron Mayfield. Robert Cavanaugh talks about a lot. There's the first OT marker I've seen. But good start here. Here's another good view here. That sign there says West View 129.9. So we're 130 miles from the start in Talomina, Oklahoma. It's almost, well, I think it's around noon and I just passed mile marker 9, so I really could slow down a little more. I'm only going about 3 more miles. So I can stop and look at a few more sites now. This is what Cody on Dome Life would call a swimming hole. I bet you that water is cold this time of year. You can tell it gets a lot higher here too. Here's the concrete bridge at Iron Forks Creek, I believe it's called. I'm gonna stop here and have a little lunch and filter some water. I'm just about out of both my bottles. Pretty good little current today. I've seen videos where the water's over this bridge. Found out today on the shuttle over, it is Lori from the Bluebell. This is named after, she said it was given to her last year and she was so humbled by it and made her cry. So she asked how long will it be here, and they said don't worry about it, and then she says no, how long is it going to be there, and they finally said forever. Made her cry again. There's another little marker right over there. It says, must have been the original Lori's Vista. I took a picture of it earlier. I'll snap in here. But that's the creek down there we just walked up out of. That was the 1 mile straight up. So I ought to be pretty close to the shelter. I think it's half mile or a mile or so away. So just listening to the wind blow. Beautiful day. There it is. I'm walking up to my first ever shelter. I skipped the other one earlier because it was a half mile off trail. This one's more like 3/4 mile off the trail, but it's worth the walk, looks like. I can hear water, see water. So I'll video a little more when I get down to it. This is the Uncle Bill Potter Shelter. Somebody left a little pile of sticks there for a fire starter. Chair. Picnic table. All the water you can drink. I'm not real sure if I'm gonna sleep in here or not. There is evidence of rat poop in the corners, so I'll probably pitch a tent outside somewhere if I can find a level spot. And if the weather gets too bad, I'll move in here. That was a little notebook. I looked in there. I'm not gonna. It's like it hadn't been used in a while. You see a wasp nest up there. Somebody did leave a can of spray here. It ought to be good sleeping weather tonight with that water. One more video before it rains. I definitely hear some thunder in the distance here, so you just sleep in here after all. But I don't think it's gonna rain very long. But I'll make a little dinner here in about an hour. It's 4:15 now. Got my shirt drying out. I got my bed set up in here with the mice. We'll see. How bad can it be? Good morning. I survived the night. No mice. The sound of that creek there pretty much didn't even need the earplugs, so woke up several times as normal, but all in all, it's a pretty good night. Learned a few things. Eating my oatmeal. Not much of a sunrise, but you could see the day breaking right through there around 5 o'clock, as early as that. So I've already filtered water. Pretty much got a few more things to do. So hope to get hiking out of here by 8 o'clock. Sand Lick Mountain Vista. Not bad. Just about done for the day. I hear a motorcycle on the road not too far away, so that means I'm getting close to civilization. That was a great 2-day hike, section 6. Highly recommend this section for someone I can bring back with me for a 2-day hike. And while I was walking along, I see the road right down there through the trees. As I was walking along today, I had a Forrest Gump moment. Thought I'd record it before I forget it, but I think I figured out what my hiking is all about. The world moves a little slower at 2.5 miles per hour. The end. I can see my truck through the woods over there, across the road. Looks like somebody has stashed a little water here. Not much on that sign to look at. And there is the kind of where I came from yesterday, Highway 298 trailhead. 17 miles, and I think with total distance was 12 yesterday, a little over 12, and today 6.84 plus a few steps here, so about 19 total with the ins and outs and shelters. And so very good trip. Can't wait to do this next section across the road, which is section 5, and that starts at Big Brushy Campground, and right in the middle of it is Suck Mountain Shelter. And I met a guy today that's a maintainer out here, and he said that is the perfect place to stay for sunrises and sunsets. And that total section is 27 miles. So C plus signing off.